Hello, and welcome to the Chance Encounters podcast live. If you don't know who we are, we're kind of a board game recommends in wacky situations. So we get a guest on each week who has a really odd, very specific situation and wants a recommendation for it, and we provide answers for that. But today we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to do the reverse. What we're going to do is we're going to play some sweet games and then try and figure out what kind of situation would be really good for these games. Who knows? So I'm Richard Scarsbrick. I'm one of the people that you'll see on the podcast. We've currently got 2 seasons out. 3 seasons out. 2 of them are on Games Night channel. And if you didn't realize, you're like, where is the 3rd season? Well, the 3rd season's actually on the Chance Encounters YouTube channel. So go check that out. We can throw a link in at some point. And then the 4th season, if you were like, where's the 3rd season? You're getting a 4th season soon as well. So
that'll be on a different YouTube channel.
Oh, yes, of course.
The Chance Encounters 2nd podcast channel.
I think that one should be on Vimeo.
Oh,
Daily
that's
Motion.
true, yeah.
Vimeo. Oh, yeah,
Vimeo,
good idea.
yeah.
Let's bring back Vimeo.
Or Vine as well.
Vine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be 7 seconds to watch them. 7 seconds gets released every week.
Exploring new formats every year.
So we've also got on here Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve, one of the other owners of Chance Encounters. Not often let onto the podcast, but today, numbers were low, and so they said, scrape the barrel, get him on. So yeah, I'm based in Bristol, one of the owners.
We were desperate.
Yeah.
We were. So Lewis has been on the podcast before as well.
I have. Thank you for inviting me back. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for wanting to come back. That was great.
Easy peasy. I was free.
That's the low bar.
Yeah,
That's all it takes.
why not?
Honestly, invite me to things, guys.
Went, yeah, right.
And we've also got Daff as well, who's on our very first episode.
Number 1. Also, if you don't recognise this, then you haven't been listening to enough Pickaxe podcast.
Yes. So
Pickaxe.
That was
That's true.
so many takes of that, Daff, we had to do before we got that right.
it's burned in my
Now you
brain.
mention it.
Yeah, right.
I know. Get it all the
It'll
time.
just come flooding right back to me.
People are just like, why do I know your voice?
I'm like instantly soothed by your presence.
I'm just a normal person.
We didn't need the soothing Welsh. We went through a lot of other people before you, Daff,
A lot of people were annoyed. Like, Rabs was like, I did 20 minutes of that. I thought I was getting in. Excuse my crap.
How many people like auditioned for that part?
Oh, like 5 or 6?
Oh wow,
Yeah,
it
we
was a
did.
hot ticket item.
Went through a few, didn't
We
we?
did like X Factor, and we had like queues out the door. But
Yeah,
just
I
all
bet.
people would come up and go,
Yeah.
Pickaxe. And so, Lewis was like Simon Cowell.
Mm.
He'd be like, that was dreadful. Get out.
Yeah. Start digging up a bit of dirt on your other sort of candidates, just starting a little PR storm
wow.
around
Oh,
them.
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, board games. Me and Daff been playing a few board games lately.
We dabble.
Then again, like I guess in the last few months, all I've played is Twilight Imperium. Me and Daff had a terrible game of Twilight Imperium together, where we were on opposite sides of the table and we both got knocked out early. It's not
Knocked out early.
knocked out early.
The
Round
Twilight-
out. Literally
Twilight-
round 2.
Oh wow.
Proper out, yeah.
This is like it's an all-dayer event, especially if you haven't played it before. It can be, it's a lot. So if you're knocked out at round 2, then you're just watching everyone push around plastic.
Yeah, it wasn't a good day for us, was it?
It was crap. We just both sat there sulking.
Yeah.
I got messed by one person, so I was just determined to ruin their game. But still, I just didn't. I spent 3 turns building an army and went to fight him, and he just beat me. Oh, no. And I was like, ow, I was double out.
Yeah, we were both out. I attacked someone, but all the dice rolls went wrong. I lost massively. And then next turn, he moved in on everything else I had, and I'd lost everything so it was a disaster, real disaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a very well-designed game in that
Well,
sense.
we were. That's what we were thinking. We would just bust that out right now.
Oh, on the podcast. Right.
Wrap in, everyone. It's going to be
scheduled for
40 now.
scheduled for an hour and a half. We were being a little bit liberal with the timings. I don't know.
That's what you get with the free-for-all games. And then we played Great Western Trail with us. I played all the Great Western Trails lately.
Oh, cool.
The original. Russ has got the expansions for
New
the original.
Zealand?
Then we got Argentina and New Zealand. Yeah,
Yeah,
played them
wow.
all. And big into that. Having a lot of fun. Empyrean, and some of my friends came down and played it with us as well, which was really, really fun. And the other game I've been playing a lot of is Ark Nova, which is the
Very
zoo
good.
building game.
Yeah.
Me and Mike and JD were playing that, and it was had a really good time actually. I do like the games where you don't know who's won until the end. I think that is such a big part of like
Classic
these
modern Euro
deeper
game
games.
style.
Yeah, because you kind of that way you don't really remember who won. You just remember that you tried something and had fun with it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if it didn't work or it did work, you don't. Yeah, feels like a good fun experience to play with. So yeah,
Great
I'm
Western
enjoying board
Trail
games.
is the most frustrating game for me because normally if I play in a game enough, I'll probably win at some point. And it's not always about the winning, it's definitely about taking part. But with Great Western Trail, I have this like, I can never win. For some reason, I'm very bad at that game.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Can we play sometime?
Right.
You want to win?
Only
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
A lot of people that work in and around Chance Encounters probably silently scribbling this down. Richard Scarsbrick has a
Weakness.
habit and a reputation for mercilessly destroying his enemies at most games.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If you don't know, Chance Encounters is a board game cafe, and board games are cool. Like, board games have always been cool, but board games are cool now.
Oh man.
Everyone's playing them, but
You should
it's awesome.
See some of the characters we get in. All sorts. They're wearing flares, plaid shirts. That's cool.
Dungarees.
That's cool. Is that cool?
You're not wrong. Honestly,
They're
There's some
in.
really cool folks, into board games now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not seen as I know Russ from Chance Encounters and this podcast extensively
Yeah.
is in America at the moment, possibly.
Yes.
And he was hanging out with a celebrity. I
Yep.
recognised her from True Blood.
Ah, not
And
heard
she's
of
on
it.
Daredevil as well.
She's playing board games.
What?
Yeah.
I'd let her win. Oh, oops! Oh no! Any celebrities
what
you have
end?
to, any celebrities
To
you
what
have to let
end?
them win, don't you?
No, you have to beat them, and then, so then they like
They're left
they
wanting
know
more?
they respect you.
Right.
You know.
I did because Lewis has won before the loss had won the last 3 TIs. Sometimes he'd be like, "I'm not even trying. I'm just going to meme." So actually, I did find that quite humbling. That
I got 0 victories.
Yeah.
yeah.
0.
It's great.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's real. It's not often you finish a game with 0 points.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
I know I know it's not going to be my kind of game because Luke, one of the other owners, keeps trying to persuade me to play it, and he keeps shortening the time he thinks is required by like an hour. Each time he recommends it, he's like, "Do you know what? Actually, I reckon you and we could bash through that in 4 hours." And like, I've never played this game, and I've heard you've got to do like a good, like maybe like 2 days of reading about the factions and kind of figuring out how you might want to play. But no, it's like, each time he recommends it to me, it's like starts off at 8,
Right.
6, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think I'm just his patsy to try out some new like strategies on. I think realistically, and it's not.
Is that just?
Not gonna work.
He's like, I'm pretty good at this game now. I reckon I can just beat you faster each time.
Well, that could be factoring into his sort of time estimates. Actually, just how bad he knows I'm going to be at it. But I am interested. It does sound cool.
Twilight Imperium. Oh my god! Well, we played the Europa Universalis, the Price of Power board
Yes.
game, which was
What a day.
torture.
What a day. Best day of my
cannot
life.
say that I've played a more complicated board game ever than that.
Yeah.
It was nuts, and the game is complicated, right?
Yeah.
The video games, and the video game was based off a board game.
Yeah.
It was a board game that was like, this is too complicated. Let's make it into a video game. That'll be
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
Still, reputation as one of the most complicated video games ever. And then they were like, do you know what we need to do? Convert this back into an even more complicated board game.
Now that we've added a few new mechanics to the video game, why don't we see if that's what makes it work on tabletop? Yeah, I think I loved how in the immediate aftermath of playing that we were like, that's hard, but we should play that again. And then like a week passed and we were like, well, I'm never fucking playing that game again in my life.
I think we were all so burned out. It was like our brains had such a working. It was like an exercise for all of us, and there was so much complexity.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like hard. Well, we weren't doing it wrong. It was just everything had pages of rules.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily.
Don't you just love those like charts that they equip you with? That you're just like everything has its own chart, and you have to follow this diagram.
Okay, imagine you're an AI now. Okay, so you play the role as the AI, reacting to your own moves. It's like, I think that sits in that category of games that if I have to pretend to be a computer, and there's quite a lot of games that I feel like I'm effectively performing the role of a computer, whether it's like moving all the status trackers up and things like that. Where I'm just like, nah, that worked better as an iPad version. Or like
Take
The
all the
admin.
crunchy stuff.
table admin.
Yeah.
That's TTS. Some good stuff in TTS that just does the work for you.
Yeah,
Well, on Board Game Arena as well. I mean,
yeah,
you very quickly see the games that are not really games, though. Like, it's a common thing when you adapt a board game into a digital version. You suddenly find that when you're not spending ages doing the crunching, there's no game there.
right, yeah. So you're not pushing cardboard tokens around. What are we all doing here?
Exactly.
Clicking buttons. In video games. Oh.
So no, TTS Board Game Arena, great places to play board games if you join the right communities.
Yeah.
But there's nothing. But they're always missing that tangible, physical presence. You know, playing poker online, it's not the same as playing poker in a real casino or in a real room with your friends.
It's much easier to lose money, for sure.
Oh.
If you just click in a button, it can go
Yeah.
so quickly.
Yeah.
It's much faster to lose. Much faster to lose. How
Oh
fast?
yeah.
I know to win.
I've heard it's faster to win.
Probably. There was
Awesome.
my friend was telling me about diplomacy, where
Yeah.
like you do it all weekend and it's like risk and you need like emails and
Yeah.
stuff.
So I've played, I think over lockdown, we did a diplomacy game. Like I've never played it before. It's quite an interesting one. Essentially, you can't win on your own. You'll need to use other people as allies, and you'll need to backstab, and it's all the kind of game of deception that I'm not really very good at. I'm very, very straight down the line. But this game I was like, I want to give it one go. And what we did was you played one turn a day. So you'd code something in, and then all the rest of the time you could have conversations. So it was you could just have messages to different people, but we played it blind, so you didn't know who they were. You were just talking to another country essentially. And then we played it. It took us maybe 40 days or something. So you just do it once a day. It could take you
Did
5
countries
minutes.
start
or-
get a reputation like, oh, Spain's a real asshole?
They did.
Really?
They did. Yeah, no, it was brutal actually.
How long did it
whole-
last?
How long did it last?
40.
Yeah, about 40 days.
40 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
40 days, one turn a day.
Yes.
And one turn would be like you'd be thinking about it throughout the course of the day, and then it'd be like, right, I'm going to do the thing.
Yeah, you'd like
It's
submit it for like midnight or something,
Yeah, yeah.
so that, and then what it'll do is it'll process all of the, and then it'll tell you what's going on. So it's really not a lot of upkeep. It's
Yeah.
just you're kind of associating with your friends playing a game and it's a different way of doing it. I didn't do it again when they did a second game. I was like, cool, I'm done with that. I've experienced it. I'm really happy with having played it once, but it was very interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that sounds like an experience that overall you look back on enjoyed in a way that we didn't really get from Europa Universalis. Price of Power.
I had such FOMO because when you guys mentioned it, I was like, okay, Luke is absolutely loving this game. I really wanted to play it. And I was like, I can't do it that weekend. And then literally the Monday, I was like, I'm so glad when you told me about it.
Just a day of annual leave I'll never get back.
Until next year.
That's true.
Where we all play it again, right?
Yeah.
Comparatively, TI was simple.
Okay.
And in fact, in some ways, even like the more complicated games like Great Western Trail have as many rules as TI. But I think it's because it's like playing a free-for-all instead of playing a sort of game where some games have different levels of interaction with other players, you know. And if a game has Wingspan, for example, very low player interaction. So you kind of might as well be playing your own single-player game with other people around the table, and sometimes that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same in Arc Nova, very little player interaction, and I think it scales up. Whereas TI is almost all that. You know, in order to get objectives, you are going to have to say to someone, "Can I kill your stuff?"
Yeah.
And they're going to have to be like, "Well,
Oh,
it's not really okay." So there's these this sort of basically what I'm saying is that we had a friend who played TI with us, and he played this faction that's quite mean. The Mentak, they steal resources whenever anyone else does a trade. And so because he's like a pirate, right? And so everyone else is trading and dealing. He's like constantly taking your money everywhere. Everyone's sort of built up this because he was a guy that it's a friend of mine, but not friend of everyone else who's at the table. And by the end of it, they didn't want to see him again. Do you know what I mean? They were like, this asshole's stealing all our money. He's coming over here. He's pirating us. It was like not a good way to make friends.
Right.
No. I
Don't-
feel like you have to encapsulate that and be like, cool, this is how I'm going to be in this game. And it might even change from game to game, but it's just like, let's just all be friends in 8 hours. Let's ignore everything that's going on.
And I think it just needs to be a little bit of time at the end of those sorts of games where you're like, right, Just remind myself that's not him. He's not a tax man. He's not a pirate. he works for HMRC, sure, but he's not. Yeah.
But that's why our friend Eddie's so good at it, because he's quite quiet. He's sit there, like, calculated. He's good, but he's quiet. But then when something happens, he's from Liverpool. He goes, "You're going to take that? He's just taking your planet. Get him back." And you're like, "You're right, yeah." And just stirs the pot and sits there. And, like, I do like those games where fighting isn't the objective. And it's more about, like, getting the victory points. Because otherwise you're playing Risk, and, like, within half an hour of Risk, you know who's going to win and who's going to lose. You just kind of have to sit there and lose.
Watch it play out.
There's a lot of TI that discourages fighting, right? And there's a lot of, the main thing that comes out of these objective cards, which are often, you don't have to, a lot of them are passive ones, just build a nice economy and, play on your own. And I did win a game where I didn't fight anyone, and I was playing a fighty faction. So it is possible to, like, win with diplomacy or to make other people fight amongst themselves. But yeah, I think that some of the downsides of it are that, certainly online, or if playing it at a more serious level, or like playing with people you're just in such an advantage to say to the person across the table, "Let's kill this guy together. Let's 2v1 this guy." And that you don't get that in board games normally, right?
Yeah,
you get it in Civ and free-for-all games, like PC games, where you try and play multiplayer, and but it is the optimal way to play, and players will find the optimal way to play, right? Because you can't it's hard to go to a board game and say to people, "Oh, just have fun. Just lose on purpose. Just make bad plays because that would be more fun."
Yeah.
And I mean, we do that. You'll play a game for the third or fourth time, and you would like, "Oh, let's try a weird strategy this time that might not win." But that's not the same as throwing it.
Yeah.
That's not the same as saying I'm going to lose on purpose.
Sure, yeah.
You'll never want to lose on purpose. Never. I think it's insulting when someone's being easy on you.
Exactly. This is why that you can't.
true.
This is why it would backfire with that celebrity. You're not going to. You're embarrassing yourself. She'll see through your transparent plan to throw the game to her, and she'll think you're a cunt.
Oh, you just
Tell all her lovely friends, don't play board games with
oh,
that.
it's just another guy that wants to just get in close to me because I'm famous.
This is why I'm saying you have to beat her into the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Call her a noob.
Whoa.
So I've been playing quite a lot of a game called Heat, Pedal to the Metal, like a Formula One racing game.
Okay.
Not a big Formula One guy, like an old school stylings. And I think that's like a nice, thinking of this whole, like, are you doing your own thing and figuring out who wins at the end, or are you, heaps of interaction? This, you're racing, and so, I mean, it's hard to really describe how the game works, except for you're racing Formula One cars around a table.
As a board game?
Yeah. But you can't really affect how the other people, you can't really affect how the other people do. So you're kind of playing your own game in this. You're racing your own race, but you've got this constant reminder in, like, the classic racetrack and where you are on it, and the kind of the slipstreaming effects that go with that. That it's kind of that you're in a battle. So it kind of it's a nice little combo of you can't really dick on each other, but also you're always being reminded if you are being dicked on in terms of, like, race position.
Which is really obvious who's in the lead as well.
Yeah. You just got, like, a nice little track with these cool little, like, Formula One cars.
I like
Decent.
I like catch-up mechanics.
Yes, this is really good for that. It's like Mario Kart style. Like if you're in last, you're probably gonna be like
Blue shell.
you're due a little something soon.
Yeah.
You get like an extra. I think on this one you can, like, cool down your engine a little bit more than everyone else, and you can go, like, one step further. So it's definitely one where no matter how far ahead someone seemed during a race, we've all ended up
Neck and neck.
counting how many squares you went past the finish line in terms of, like, to decide who won, as opposed to, like, oh cool, yeah, funnily enough, like, Billy Fastboy won it and he was always going to win it.
Well, I think it's important to have that in a game where you can see who's ahead.
Yeah.
It sucks to feel like you're losing from turn one, and then just for the whole game you see gradually you just get, you're like, I'm losing again now. I guess I'm still losing. Whereas if it feels like, oh, okay, I'm in last, I get 2 extra cards, or I get 3 extra money or whatever. Like,
is there anything like that in TI?
Oh no.
No.
But then you just have to be tactical.
I think there is a little bit.
I guess
like, oftentimes it'll come to the voting or the agenda phase,
Right,
and
yeah.
like, oh, Daph's in last. Let's give him this thing that gives
more
him
in
extra cards or whatever, because
interpersonal catch up. Like,
it is really,
come
yeah.
on,
It's like
man.
we feel sorry for this guy. So
So is me.
This is why we should play this game, because then it wouldn't be you. I can almost guarantee you it would be me.
Yeah, great. All right,
Yeah.
sorted. I'm in.
Yeah.
I was playing Monopoly with my girlfriend and her housemate the other day. I don't know if I told you this, but I'll tell you again.
you're walking a very thin ice
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, why have you not chosen to bring this up sooner?
Monopoly's fine. It's a crap game. But I went to the toilet and came out, and they'd been fucking stealing money all game. They've been stealing money all game. 2 times this has happened now. They were stealing 500. Every time I'd go to the toilet, they'd steal 500 Monopoly each.
Off you
No, from the bank.
from the bank.
And I still won.
Why
And
do
the
they
game went
wanna-
on for 6 hours.
Well, no wonder.
Because I had all the blues, and there's no catch-up mechanic. Once you've got all the blues,
Yeah.
you're just waiting for people. And I was like, how are you affording this? Yeah, it's not a good game, not a good example.
Well, and also, what the hell? I mean,
They were all colluding to try and beat you and still didn't manage to
there's
beat
so
you.
many things wrong with this story you've told.
Alex.
First off, Monopoly. That's the main.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting in terms of the game design. Like, we have moved away from people like being taken out of the game fairly early on, and we're definitely now into modern board games where it's like the mechanics that you're talking about, where you either don't know who's going to win, or it's really close, or you've got some like hidden, like right at the end, what's going to happen? I don't know quite what you've got on there, and the idea of someone sitting in Monopoly and being like, well, I'm going to be out or whatever else, like. Fortunately, I don't think there's many modern games now where that actually happens.
Is there a way to remake Monopoly as a modern,
Good.
like in the modern style? Do you know what I mean? With victory points and achievements and.
Whenever someone says about Monopoly, right, they immediately go, "Oh yes, but Monopoly was made to like prove a point about estates." And so I guess the question is, do you want to remake
don't-
Monopoly?
I think if you made it less zero sum in terms of like, because I think one of the hardest bits is that, like, obviously if you land on a square that's developed, you're not only are you getting money, someone else is losing it. Whereas I feel like the modern style would be like, I don't know, you got something for building the hotel, and then the person still gets. Do you know what I mean? Where like it's not, you're not taking resources necessarily from them or cash, and it's more. I don't know.
Or you just all lose it, apart from one person.
Yeah.
who just gets the money. I think that's more accurate to these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or everyone just loses.
Yeah. I mean, are we going deep? We're going deeper, are we?
Sorry, are you still talking about Monopoly as,
Oh, no.
as a metaphor for capitalism being bad? And
Oh,
the
yeah.
game's bad.
Oh, yes.
Right. Okay.
That is true, though, apparently, though, right?
Well,
But
I mean,
yeah. Well,
whether it's whether you'd been on like Stephen Fry being burp, and you're like maybe it's a fake.
this is the classic story that we're told: is
Yeah.
that some anti-capitalist lady in the 20s came up
Yeah.
with Monopoly as a
Called
way to
landlord.
teach people about how bad they are. But say what you want about it. It is a game, a board game that is famous still today. One of the most played board games, probably even now. And
Certainly most sold.
it's it's a bad experience. Don't get me wrong. Like family arguments, more family arguments over Monopoly than anything else I can think of. But we are growing out of it, and it has led to this. But better versions being made, better board games being made that we're able to enjoy now.
yeah.
What does Go 200? Where does the 200 come from? Why am I getting it? Like, what's the reasoning?
Yeah.
Hedge funds,
Interest.
Right. Okay.
pensions.
family money just came in.
Yeah, someone died. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's
That's
more
a lot of family.
That's pretty accurate.
Why am I driving in circles around the M25?
True.
Yeah.
Like, why is? I think when you start thinking about this stuff, it falls very quickly on its face.
Absolutely.
Just so with Monopoly though, if you land on Go, do you take 200 or do you take 400? That's one of the rules. If you land on, when you go around, you get 200, but if you land on Go, you're getting 400 Monopoly.
Is that true?
Oh, I don't know.
that
No one
the
knows.
The
Everyone-
free parking is definitely a house rule.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Right.
And what the jail money goes on free parking?
Just money that taxes go onto free parking, and then when you land on free parking, you
Taxes?
get it. I think is that.
There's
Selling
like community
as a-
chest or any fines or like
Yeah.
pay 200 Monopolies.
No way. I thought it was just the jail money that went on there.
All of it goes in the middle. And if
This
you
is why
land,
it's a house rule.
if you land on free parking, you get to take all the money.
Yeah.
Every family has got their own weird little
That's it.
rules.
It's another one where you go, who has read the Monopoly rulebook? It's all taught to you by someone who wasn't reading the rule book to you.
That's true.
Fuzzy
It's all
logic
a
and
pop-
vague memories.
It's all like what's it called when your parents it's like the old way of telling stories,
Yes.
transferring via generational remembrance, and it all gets all mixed up in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's the whole thing about like if you want to win Monopoly, what you do is you get a load of houses, you run out all the houses, and no one else can build houses because houses are finite. So there you go. It's good.
Yes, there's some weird strats in there. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a host of them.
There's another one where apparently in Uno you can't put +2 on a +2. Do you know you have to pick up 2?
Yeah, I think I played this quite recently and had to do some clarifications for some.
Is that
some
not a
folk that
thing?
I've been playing.
You can't put +2 on a +2
Yeah.
to
And pass it to a +4.
to a +4. Apparently Uno said, yeah, this isn't a rule.
Oh wow.
On Twitter.
They had
Sorry,
to do a
on
huge
X.
to a +2.
You got +2 or +2, and everyone was like, "Nah, we're all right. We'll continue playing it." Oh, thank you.
Sure, no, sure.
You can just imagine them table flipping, but that's not the rules. Stop having fun.
I've heard that it's not even about checkmating the king in actual chess. It's just like no one's bothered to check the rule book. For it.
Also, yeah, no one ever takes a king when I'm watching.
Yeah.
It's the rook. The rook is the
Yeah, it's all about the rook. But hey, you guys can play how you like. Make a whole game about it.
I got really into chess. Post the Queen's Gambit, I played loads and loads and loads of chess. Chess again now is cool. Right?
Yeah, chess is cool.
I got really into it. And I think chess is like the ultimate board game, if you'd call it a board game. There's so
I wouldn't.
No,
Interesting. Oh,
I don't know whether.
as a game on a board, I guess it's different. It's like the original board game, isn't it? And backgammon. With chess, there's so many different moves. There's so much theory behind it.
yeah.
Um,
I feel like, yeah. I mean, wait, so was that the first you ever played chess, or did you play it before and you had a little chess renaissance after?
yeah, grew up with it.
Yeah.
Like learnt the rules.
That's what I worry that it feels like a party I wasn't invited to, and now I'd be really tragic if I tried to join it.
Yeah,
you
chess
know,
is
like,
a way of. It's not boy. It's a way of life, Dad. it's like a way of thinking. It's a philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's people. Chess people are serious people.
Yeah.
They see chess differently.
You're studying constantly. Who'll be able to look at a board game and look like 10 turns ahead of what's probably going to happen, which is
Yeah. And and they'll just see like what to me would be just me being like, oh, put that there, and they'll be like, the old Dickensian twist.
That's a good. Yeah. You didn't play chess.
Yeah, well, I do dabble.
Do you think they see life in that way? So they'll see you've got like messy hair and like a little bit of toothpaste, and they'll be like, like look back, and it's like, oh, they must have gone out last night. They're hungover and they overslept.
Are they all like Sherlock from the TV? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And they go, you're hungover. And you go, no.
And the reason I have a problem with chess is because a little bit like StarCraft 2 and some other games,
They're not video games.
they make me feel stupid, or incapable. Like I can never play at my best. I can never. I don't know. Like I feel bad beating someone. I also feel bad losing. It's a whole. I don't know. Like at least with other board games that are probably equally or more complicated than chess, it's kind of hidden behind this veil of fun. You know, you're taking cows across Argentina, or you're, building a zoo.
Notoriously fun thing to do.
I know, or sailing around the world, getting treasure and doing stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
At least in those worlds, it doesn't feel as bad and it might well be as complicated, but you don't feel like you're making the wrong mistakes, or you don't know what you're doing, or sometimes you're given more limited choice as well. Like oftentimes in board games, you're like, well, I have to pick between these 4 or 5 things. With chess, you're confronted with this whole thing, and every move is like, it's got this spiral of additional moves afterwards that you don't necessarily even think of. You know, oftentimes when you are playing a board game, sure, you've got the same choices. You've got loads of choices, and then those lead to new choices. And if you're not careful, that spirals out. But it's easier when you're playing a Wingspan or something to just think, oh, well, what should I do? Shall I get eggs or shall I play a bird? I'll play a bird. It's a lot less pressurized. It's a lot less stressful.
And there isn't really a way of like normalizing. I think someone on chat mentioned skill gaps. Like you can't there's no like handicap system you can have for chess. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of always have to play people that are around your level. Otherwise, you're just gonna get shat on basically. Because you can lose you could lose in like 10 turns, can't you, against someone that knows what they're doing if you don't?
I think less than that.
Really?
It's four's like the minimum. I
It's
think.
4. Is that what it is? Wow.
Which is, I heard a story about someone literally being like, "Oh, let's introduce a small child to this," and then just beat them immediately. And they're like, "Oh, let's do it again." Beat them immediately, and then the kid was like, "Oh, I don't want to play anymore."
He's like,
It's
yeah,
why,
come on.
There you go.
why would that be fun for anyone?
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm not competitive. I want to be. Like, you know, on Board Game Arena, I've played a bunch of games, a bunch of different games. Like, I played a lot of Tapestry on Board Game Arena, and I got, like, you know, quite high ranked or whatever. But it felt like I was, even though I was, like, a good player or great player or whatever their brackets are, I still felt like I would lose to people who were average or did things that were interesting strategies or whatever. I didn't feel like I was, and that you can on the platform they do have, you know, a list of I mean, some people must spend their entire days only playing this board game and be like the absolute grandmaster of whatever fucking, you know, Azul or whatever, or Seven Kingdoms and Wonders or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing that they are incredible at, and they know that game inside and out, and they are. But I just anyway. So yeah, I think you just have to find your fun, right, in these things
What an accolade. You put it on your Tinder profile. Like,
Yeah,
I am
just
grand
thinking
champion, #1 rank
in the world.
Yeah.
in the world
Ah.
on Azul on Board Game Arena. Go and check me out. This is my username.
You are set for life.
You're gonna have to prove that login whenever, you know, like.
Yeah, you
this-
probably recognise me.
Yeah, I'm actually quite a big deal. People in Azul know me.
They call me the tile placing
Yeah.
titan,
It's like my friend said
titan of tiles. Go on.
he could have gone pro in French in lawn bowls in Wales, and he was like, I could have done it, and I was like, I'd rather go out and party. And it's like,
I also love that. It's just one of those ones. You're not going to call him out on that. Like, no, you weren't.
He's
It's
gonna
totally
regret
believable.
that when he's old in a wheelchair. He'll be like telling his grandchildren, "You know, I could have gone. I could have been the world champion of lawn bowls.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Don't waste your life like me."
We're talking to the world champion downhill skateboard.
Well,
Skateboard?
now,
Skateboard?
yeah,
Board.
a niche extreme sport that I don't know one I would have heard of, but yeah,
World champion downhill.
mountain boarding.
Downhill
If you've ever heard of
mountain
that?
boarding.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Freestyle.
What's
Yeah.
a mountain board?
Exactly. The same. Exactly. That's why that one doesn't get put out very often. That little anecdote. But
No,
it's like,
no,
it's
no,
like a
no.
snowboard with tires and bindings, and you go up big jumps.
Oh, wow.
Bindings.
Yeah, you're strapped
You
to it.
stuck to it.
Mm,
Well, your
no brakes.
Snowboards have bindings normally, though.
Yes, you're right. Actually, so yeah.
Right? So it's like a
snowboard with wheels
with
and trucks.
Okay, and trucks.
And trucks like a skateboard.
Wow, I've never heard of it until now, but I'm
Well.
impressed.
You must be one of the few, actually. I think it's funny, most people have heard of it the first time you mention it.
I'm impressed.
Not to take away from it at all, I think it's great, but it sounds really dangerous.
Yeah, it's
It
a
sounds-
young man's game.
God, really dangerous. You're like guaranteed to hurt yourself.
Yeah. A lot of broken arms, a lot of broken ankles and collarbones and stuff.
And you ranked #1 in the world.
Yeah, I won the world championships once, yeah.
That's awesome. That's really,
Thank
really
you.
cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's almost as cool as lawn balls.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't realise we were in the presence of celebrity ourselves. Here. See what I'm saying about celebrity board games? You know.
Now you have to lose all the board
Yeah,
games.
now you have to absolutely destroy me at all of these, and maybe I'll respect you guys. but-
Yeah. That's right.
I respect that you've retired from that thing, which sounds like the most dangerous thing I've ever
have.
heard of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds like the kind of shit that if you fell off or went into, you know, took one corner too fast, you'd just be in proper hospital traction. Every single limb would be in, you know, plaster.
Yeah.
Your jaw wide shut, and, you know, be like one of them mummies. I cannot imagine how
it's a bit-
dangerous
I
that
mean,
is.
One hand movement of like.
It was so sick. Did you get a video of it?
Oh, still make the devil horns. Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
Very cool.
Oh man, that's really awesome.
Well,
Would
you
you
go for
like-
something a little bit less adrenaline fueled and less perilous, perhaps.
God,
We
yeah, sorry,
could.
we've spent the whole time talking just nonsense. But we were going to play games today.
That was the
These are the games you brought with you.
yeah. So I brought a few that I thought might work. We've got a couple of big potato games. We tend to find the big potato is really quite cool. So we've got cards. There we go. Got Cards
Oh,
versus
lovely.
Gravity, which is it's about drinking. To be fair, it is actually a drinking game, but it says drink responsibly, so you can drink it with soft drinks or whatever.
We could get some drinks in here.
We've got sort of drinks in here. Anyway,
Yeah.
I've also got.
We're all very responsible.
We're very, and we've also got chicken versus hot dog, which is a formulated, basically
What the
like
fuck?
bottle flip, pretty much. It's like premium bottle flip.
Oh, what? So you're supposed to flip that thing and it's supposed to land sucker side down?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's challenges, so we'll probably.
Wow, I
do
feel
it
like I've already played that for an hour in my mind.
Yeah.
Just looking at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
I can't stop looking at it either. It's weird.
Yeah.
Just chicken, just anyway. And then we've got the CDSK. So this is like a really easy kind of quiz. So it's like a trivia game, really. It's like on 1 to 10, how well do you know the Monopoly? And then you'll go, well, I think I know it. Ooh, not very well. 3 then. And then you'll get an appropriate
oh
question
my
asked.
god, yeah, and you'll be like, name one of the orange areas in Monopoly.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Do you know any?
Not Bond Street. No. Vine. No.
Fleet Street? Is that red?
Is that
I
red?
think that's red. Is orange?
Is it not Vine? Is it
Anyone in
Vine?
chat?
Vine Street? I thought Vine was green. I think
Orange.
it might be
Oh,
Vine.
no.
I don't actually know any of the answers. I'm just a question master.
Well, we did a pub quiz recently of beat the brain surgeons, and we both beat the brain surgeons.
We did.
Oh,
So
wow.
We should be good at that. We're
Yeah.
smarter than brain surgeons.
Well,
Tennessee Avenue, that is the American.
Tennessee Avenue.
I mean,
Yeah.
based on the numbers,
just near Leytonstone, East London, actually.
I remember.
Oh
the
my
amount of
God.
like different versions of Monopoly.
Oh
though,
my
you'd
God,
be
you're
like,
right.
Which one's the orange?
Are you talking about Warcraft Monopoly? or-
In Wales, you've got Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Gogedwch and Dros San Cecilia Gogogoch, which is orange.
Is it?
Yeah.
that's an orange. It's a large game. Larger than
Welsh Monopoly. It's like 10 meters by 10 meters squared.
Oh my days.
Oh my God.
We've also
Bow
got
Street. I think that might be legit.
Bow Street.
Bow
That
Street
sounds
sounds right.
Yeah, maybe like
Bravo.
Bourne Street. No, what am I thinking of? Maybe not. Bow Street sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funky Mafia UK. You win. Good. What game is this?
Goods against
Goods.
Gooby
Cards versus Gravity.
CDSK is the
CDSK.
game.
Okay.
Kadusk.
Good.
They do all stand for
Sounds like
something.
sounds like I think it's a Polish city
I
actually.
think it comes from France.
It's a really good way of pronouncing.
So it could be CDSK in something in French. Cause
And I think it's
no, there you go. Curious, delightful, seasoned, and knowledge.
Curious.
4 different types
There
of
you go.
question in the game.
Yeah.
But that one's cool because a lot of trivia games will suffer from the whole like, oh, you're only the player imbalance can get really tedious. Like if you're playing someone that's just like a notorious pub quizzer, and they're just gonna like destroy you on everything. This at least you have the ability to be like, I don't know that question, but I can probably like fudge a little 2 out of 10 answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Might just be like this question, true or false, and you'll be like, that seems reasonable.
yeah,
I
Yes.
prefer a pub quiz where A, you can't Google the answers,
for sure.
and B, you have weird categories. That
Mm-hmm.
someone around the table who suddenly, normally not a pub quizzer is like, oh my God, I know all the answers
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It just happens to hit their like
Yeah.
niche thing. So
Or like unknowable or just like weirdly specific.
yeah, well, weirdly specific or weirdly specific, but guessable.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's what happened in the pub quiz. I didn't get any of the questions, to be honest. I'm not good at pub quizzes, so the team did it. But it was what Welsh footballer played for Cardiff and West Brom or something like that. And it was Robert Earnshaw. And
Right.
loads of people know that. And I was like, Robert Earnshaw.
Hell yeah.
And no one else in the room got it. I don't
No,
think.
I don't
Brilliant.
think
Oh,
so.
wow.
It's really-
Quite an obscure question.
But
Now
you
that's
have to know the answer.
Burned into our brains.
Deep in the back of your brain, you're like,
Yeah.
I think I know it.
All right.
Well,
We also have a game that you cannot buy yet. So at the beginning of October, there's a convention called Essen. So they're going to be over there It's in Germany. So if there's anybody in Germany
the
that's
board
won-
game convention.
yeah,
Yeah, and I've been meaning to go for years, but I just haven't
it's
done it.
a delightful place, but it's also quite far to go for us in the UK, really. And it's quite premium. Look at
See
that.
the sat.
Very nice.
Is this where we do like the
satisfying
Shopify stuff and be like, you can win this,
Yeah.
this for $29.99, and
Yeah,
you-
yeah,
anyway, and it's really well made. It's like a coffee table board game. It's kind of I called it reverse Jenga. It's not, but you at least get an idea of what's happening. You're building up essentially together, and then
Tactical stacking game.
Yeah,
It's a stack.
It's in that long line of the wonderful tradition of stack stuff on stuff.
Yeah.
Not let the stuff fall down by any
Exactly.
means.
We played one of these a long time ago. This is for any old school Yogs fans, we did a brand deal for a game very similar to this, and they made custom like figures for us. They made like a little lion for Duncan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It
cool.
was like they were all the pieces were animals, I think, and you had to like pile them up.
Oh,
Do you remember?
was it like on an app-based thing, and then it had like
I think it might have been.
yeah. Oh, we had that, didn't we? Beast of Balance.
Oh
Beast of
yeah,
Balance,
yeah,
well
yeah,
remembered.
yeah.
I've got it somewhere.
That is a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like
Even beat
Kickstarter.
chat. That was like one of these niche
Yeah,
quiz
yeah.
questions. Does that feel good? in your
It does.
opinion?
Yeah.
That was
Remember that.
if that was a pub quiz question, I would have nailed. Like that's the only pub quiz question I would have got.
Yeah,
I am not good at
This
this.
is what I'm saying. These are very niche questions.
yeah.
I think we did a university challenge thing on Jingle Jam last year, which was honestly amazing. Sunblock did an incredible job. And I think if I were to do it again, I would make it less, because he did very university challenge style questions, but I would do things like that, like questions from niche, questions from games, questions from
Yeah.
history,
Yeah.
Yogg's history, questions that the people playing might be able to, or the audience might be able to delve from the depths of their
Yeah.
memory.
Episodes of Simpsons or like
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Like all of our references.
Kickstarter campaigns from the mid 2010s.
Yeah. Oh, no. No. Oh my god.
Because I remember Lewis's team just won because Lewis is good at science questions. Pyrian's just quite knowledgeable, and every question they would just get right, and the other team would just sat there waiting in University Challenge.
So that's
style.
kind of what University Challenge is like, actually. So it was kind of realistic.
On the money.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you know the guy who says Hapax Legonomenon? That guy from the meme?
No.
He was on University Challenge.
Hapax Legonomenon.
He goes Hapax Legonomenon. Yeah, I wanted to get him on the stream.
And then what Paxman goes, no, it was Caesar.
Well, also this guy, I
You
Googled,
idiot. As if Paxman really knows it fucking answer.
but he's like a meme, and I was like, oh, let's try and get him down, and he's obviously like a top tier lawyer now because he's on University Challenge, and he's like, he's not going to want to come down to the office to do a silly video with us.
No, I mean, I haven't even heard of that until you've just done it, but I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Just feel like it would be so weird for a lawyer to turn up.
Are you going to say the thing?
£3,000 an hour.
Oh yeah, easily. But then we can get some law stuff done as well.
Think of other stuff
Like
that you
some
could
legal
say.
bits?
Yeah, just give him some contract.
Every time I get an email from one of our lawyers, I'm like, I feel a pain in my wallet. Because I know that email cost me 200 quid or something. Insane.
Hey, just checking in. How are you? If I was a lawyer, I'd just do that.
Do not check in. Never check in with me again.
How are you?
Oh my god.
Should we give one of these go? So you've got.
Yes, what you want to start?
Well, that's a good question. As much as I really want to play this, maybe we focus on probably one of.
Maybe
these
we just
two.
get the elephant in the room of the chicken versus hot dog out of the way.
I think I need, or we just have to turn the little.
So
hot
otherwise,
dog
I'm
around.
going to be dreading this experience for the next hour or however long we're here.
Yeah.
He's just looking at me in the eyes.
Oh, we could just be a member of this stream, and we just leave him there watching over us while we play the other games.
Give it a little mic.
Let's
like a
just
tiny
do
little mic.
it.
You wanna
Let's
do
just
it?
get
All
It
right.
it can't be that much fun. Do you know what I mean? So,
Wow.
This is where the professional bottle flipping comes in.
oh, it's got a deck of cards with it.
Oh yeah,
This is more
So
than
there's different flips. That's what I saw. So
exactly.
I saw this on.
I didn't realize
TikTok.
bottle flipping.
I
was
read
this whole
I
thing.
read the rules. So
One card does
it's-
just say winner on it.
It's,
Oh, cool.
it's
Let's have that one.
definitely gamifying the bottle flip.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work. That would have been. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can see anyway.
Okay, so
I get
Oh my god, you got it! That was amazing.
Oh, whoa!
Perfect. First time.
do you know the rules?
I do. Would you like me to take you through some of the rules?
Oh, I think it's just on the back here. But carry on. Go on.
Most
you
of the
do it.
rules are there.
Go on.
So basically what we're going to do is we'll have a deck of cards, which is a bunch of challenges. We'll flip one of those over, and then we'll secretly bid as teams to say whether or not we think we can do it. We'll have a hand of cards, so there's like some rules around how you bid. But fundamentally, the person who has the highest saying, oh yeah, I can do a double flip and it lands super easy. I can do the one that's over my back. It's okay. And what will happen is we've got essentially 6 attempts. If you correctly do one, you get to turn over one of your 6 cards. So those chicken or hot dog cards, we'll need those.
So these
you.
are
I'm a
our
hot
bidding
dog.
cards. This is the challenge.
Okay.
Yeah,
So there should be 6 chicken cards and 6 hot dog cards.
there are. Do you need them?
I do, because that's how we're going to win or lose.
I
They
see.
should be in groups. I
Are
think.
they in reverse order?
I see.
Yeah, I see.
So
There-
Yeah.
There's your hot
I think
dog.
that one's my hot dog top.
Oh, it is. That's the
So
hot
what's
dog.
going to happen is you'll place it in hot dog build,
Okay, so
and you'll be building your chicken.
Okay.
But they're in black
Okay.
and white. They're very sad at the moment. Oh, that's your chicken top.
Big Potato
Okay.
are, for me, very hit and miss. Sometimes they've got some great stuff. Sometimes it's the worst game I've ever played. And I just wanted to let everyone know that.
It's gonna be one or the other.
I'm
isn't it?
sassy, but I don't care. That might upset some of our friends at Big Potato Games, but do you know what? They probably agree with me. So.
So what's going to happen here is we've got these bidding cards. Here you go, Steve. You can have 4 bidding cards. So if you want to shuffle those up and then take 4, these are the challenges. I'm just going to quickly shuffle them to make sure that they're shuffled.
We have 4
what
each
you
then,
do.
is it?
Well, we'll do it as a team. So
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Your watch just beeped, Daff.
Yeah,
Beep, beep.
it's talking to me.
It's-
Become sentient.
It's 3 o'clock.
Don't play this.
So when are we? How long's this podcast going on for?
Another half
till
hour.
3.
Oh, we only got half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, you got.
Let's do this.
We've got to whip through these.
Let's flip.
Should we do a shortened hot dog and a shortened chicken?
have
so we can
waffled
maybe
on
get
for
a
so
little
long
few-
about.
Yeah, absolutely. We
garbage.
can-
No, the
just-
waffle is the best bit.
we can turn over. Do you want to turn over your bottom 3 hot dogs,
Yeah.
Start with a
chickens?
start.
There we go.
Oh right, okay. We're
you
going to
can-
start
So that we're not
halfway
just.
through.
We don't want the only game we play on this to be flipping
Flipping a hot
the
dog.
suspect.
So we're
hot
playing
dog.
the half.
I think it is going to go a little bit quicker because what will happen here is we'll flip over one of these challenges. So we have, you can't necessarily read it, but then again,
Challenge
I can't also. It's one attempt. There you go.
Single
you can't
flip.
read that. One eye closed, flip. Must complete at least 1 rotation. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at that hand of cards. You're going to basically bid one of those, and then once you've bid, that card will eventually go away. So the idea is that you can't just bid 1 to 4 all the time. What's the reason you want to consider bidding is that whoever bids the highest is the person that's actually going to do it. If you manage to complete it, you flip over a section. You do not complete it, then what happens is your opponent flips it over.
Okay.
So one way or another, one of us is going to be flipping it. So there's going to be like 12 challenges. Okay. We've done it. We've bidded. So would you like to flip over?
2.
3. Dang.
That's
Right.
fine. That means that
Okay.
we're going to be doing it. So grab your hot dog. That's not what I thought I'd be saying.
Are we going side on sitting?
You can go and stand at the end. You can you can do whatever you want.
If I'm
You wanna
left
do
or
it-
right hand.
So, reminder: the challenge is
Oh God,
one
this is now very-
eye closed, flip. You get 1 attempt to do this.
I think standing might be the play.
Do it. I mean, it's often most.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Left hand, one eye closed.
You can have as many rotations as you like, but it has to be at least 1.
I haven't even. Jeez, all right.
We haven't come. This is fresh.
We're
I don't
not
think
bottle
anyone has
flippers.
recently preloaded their hot dogs or chickens. No
When
one's.
was the last
Speak for
time you had a hot dog?
Yeah.
I have
This morning.
I have a blind confidence in myself about these sorts of games.
I
but-
swallowed a
believe
dog
in
for
you, Steve.
breakfast.
Go on.
Oh,
it was
It's got to
so-
do 1 4 rotation though, right?
That
Was
was,
that a
the
full
rotation,
Yeah.
but it just bounced off.
Oh,
and
Didn't-
yeah, we didn't stick
Does
the
it have
landing.
to land?
It does. It has to stay
Oh, right.
up. I don't think it has to be like on it, but it had to.
Yeah.
It had to at least.
Would it
stay
help to
down.
lick the
Oh my
sucky
god. So we
help to
failed
lick-
that.
lick
so
the
you,
dog.
you get to turn over one of your chickens.
Oh, yay.
Immediately, we don't.
Oh,
we have to-
Immediately,
we don't
you
have
didn't
to
even do it.
Smashed it. Well
So that
done.
now goes to the bottom, and then you take a new card, and we need the next bidding round, basically.
Super flip must complete at least 2 rotations.
Okay. Tough one.
Okay, how many times do we get to attempt that? One attempt.
Am I bidding?
You can bid. I mean, I can do the next one. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then we can just take it in
To
turns.
keep a bidding card.
So no, the bidding card I think I'll put to the bottom of here, but
That's sound.
it's fine.
Cool.
So now once you're done, flip them over. Let's find out.
4.
Yes.
Wow, you guys are. So take your chicken.
Oh, we got to do.
Oh, we do the chicken.
You're the chickens.
Okay, so
To be honest, I think that's like weighted at the bottom. I reckon that's. I don't think they've really built this in.
God, it
Oh
really
my
does
days.
stick. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I think it is. You're right.
I think you've got the easier. I think yeah.
Do the honors, Lewis.
You want me to do it?
So you need to complete
At least 2 rotations.
at least 2
That,
rotations.
that lights in question.
Okay. Okay. I think I want to do it from back a bit.
Power stance. That's a power stance.
Nice.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, that was
Not bad.
hard on the rotations.
Yeah.
Well, I needed at least 2.
You did.
I do think that does seem a bit unbalanced.
But I reckon it's good because it's the bomb.
Oh, no, it's great.
right?
Yeah.
Seen the wonkiness of this fella. Talk about balance.
I went a bit hard on the, but then I
think higher rather than.
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really wanted to
Like,
know.
Right.
from my experience.
you want to send it up?
The pro bowl flippings that we put on TikTok
You're
recently.
probably right. You're probably right. It's probably.
Yeah.
But
I
then
think
I mean, the lights are literally here. Like,
Yeah.
the camera has been cut, so the lights, just so you know, I cannot,
Yeah.
the lights
was-
are here, so I can get it this high.
don't judge us too hard is basically what's going on here.
Doomed to fail.
Yeah. Okay, so those ones now go to the bottom of your bidding deck, and we take a new one. Are we on four cards apiece?
Yes.
Cool. And then, this one has 2 attempts. Oh my days. Eyes closed flip. At least 1 rotation.
Okay.
2 attempts.
This is
Eyes closed.
baller. What do you think?
Let's go with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flip 'em and rip 'em.
3. Oh, that.
Okay.
Show us what. So close your eyes.
Well, no, it's one eyes. Oh,
No,
both
no,
eyes.
both-
Close.
Close.
2 attempts though.
Okay.
Close
see,
eyes.
If these break, I'm sorry. All right. Okay. 2 eyes closed.
So both eyes closed.
This is
I'll
how we
hold
end the
you.
stream earlier.
Yeah, hold me, Lewis. Hold me.
Okay, so this is the right place. At least 1 flip. So
Yeah,
not
just
two,
a
not
regular
two.
flip.
Oh, that was
1.5.
close.
That was 1.5 flips.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
get,
Second
another
Get a
chance.
second go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Second chance.
Hold me, Lewis.
Okay. So too much spinning.
Oh, so close.
To close?
It was.
No, you're doing too
Much
much
the
flipping.
same.
2 flip. It was like doing 1.5 rotations instead of 1
But I
rotation.
think I think that's the arc it needed to take. That was good loft.
We're learning here.
So you get another point.
So we get another
Right.
point.
This
Yeah.
could be this
So this could be match point.
This.
Okay.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
game's super easy. Actually,
We made
isn't it?
a quick
No one
game,
does
very
anything.
quick.
Whoever goes first.
Here we go.
We haven't landed a single hit yet.
Yeah, we have to land one.
All right.
What's the next one?
Next one. All right. We are bidding for flip forward.
Oh.
The reverse single flip, throw forward 1 rotation, 1 attempt.
Okay.
Like-
I don't think you'd heard it before you were
Forward
like,
flip.
let's do
Reverse
this.
of the single flip.
Yeah.
Like that.
So you're
Yeah, I think
chucking
so.
forward.
Started like
It's
that.
like an overarm rather than an
Like
underarm.
Kind of like that,
Yeah.
but less.
Like that.
Yeah, like
Look.
that, but
I'm not averse to a little practice before.
yeah, we'll have
Okay.
a practice.
Oh no, we're just making sure that we know how to do it.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I quite like this.
I think it's all the.
Oh, so close.
I guess
Right.
it needs to be higher to land it.
Yeah.
I think anyway.
Single flip.
None of us have landed a single one yet.
Half a flip.
Oh,
This game
alright.
is much harder than
Yeah.
we think.
All right.
I had a feel.
Oh.
It's a bit like when you watch those people on TikTok that have obviously spent like 700 hours trying to like throw a peanut M&M up their friend's nose or something, and then you just do it. You obviously see one take, and it's like, oh cool, I'm gonna do that. And you see the occasional ones where they obviously showing all the outtakes, and they're just like sullen,
Yeah.
grey face, like sad when it eventually happens because they've been there for
Yes.
like 3 days.
And they
doing
have
it.
to suddenly,
oh.
but get some sides.
You have to do the obligatory. Let's fucking go, dude.
It's more relief in their mind
Yeah,
over
yeah.
than success. When we went axe throwing, the axes they give you to start with are sharp on all 4 sides. So it's kind of like throwing a dart, because when you chuck this axe, the handle's got a spike on it, the sides have got spikes on them. So wherever it lands, it always goes into the board, which is fantastic when you're a new axe thrower, because you don't know what you're doing and you're going to do it wrong all the time. So, but it's nice to actually have it land. What I'm saying is they need to add more suckers to this.
Yeah.
Like if there was a sucker on the top as well,
Yeah, that'd be
and
great.
a couple of
Yeah.
suckers on the side.
Great.
just
And just
a suckery ball.
whatever you do. It's well, I guess it's more about the amount of flips, right?
Maybe like Yahtzee,
Yeah.
you roll the dice. Maybe like one of them, but if you land it upside down, it's like Pass the Pigs or whatever.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's more like that.
I mean,
It would be less unsatisfying to constantly have it smack
Yeah.
on the middle of the table and never
Got
land
tiny
sucker
little
side
sucker on
down.
the top. That's like the
Okay.
a 90-point move.
Anyway, what was the challenge? Forward
right,
flip.
the
Who's,
forward
flip.
who's
I haven't
bidding?
actually done this.
Do you know what?
Okay.
After your practice,
like
you
it.
reckon you can do it? I've got one. I don't reckon I can do it.
Oh, you okay? Cool.
Easy.
All right, you ready for this forward Forward flip, one attempt.
Easy peasy.
This is
Just
the World Hot Dog Championships. Yeah,
Oh.
to get one attempt. Is that it?
one attempt.
One attempt. I'm gonna have a go though. Just I feel like I want to play.
Yeah,
Ready?
yeah,
Up.
Oh, that close as well.
yeah. I feel like we'd be here for about an hour just being like, cool, cool.
So we get
Cool.
one. So now it's down to the final. So in fact,
so
what the meta game has shifted is who can bid the lowest.
Yeah.
Win.
Oh, yeah,
Only one
true.
is left.
Because
Oh,
we're banking on not having.
all right.
What cards?
Get a new card. Are you
Right.
next challenge? 2 attempts. Flip, catch, single flip. Flip it, catch it in midair. Without adjusting your grip, perform a single flip.
Okay.
Oh, so you flip it after you've caught it.
So you're flipping, you're spinning it basically in midair, catching it. Then without changing it, you have to then do another single flip.
Right. I see. So you flip it, catch it,
Basically.
and then. Flip
Oh,
it.
with
I
a single
see.
rotation on the second flip or not?
Yeah, single rotation.
Single rotation on the
regular-
second
On
flip.
the second flip.
Regular synchro.
Who'd have thought that there's so much?
There we go. All right then. Next card.
Cool, nice one. Did you actually? Was that the whole thing?
That was the
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah,
Both
yeah,
of
that was,
them.
yeah, both, that was
Simultaneously.
mad.
Wow.
Oh, I don't think I flipped mine though. The second.
Oh
time.
no, yeah, no, he did.
Hey.
That's fine.
100%.
Everything just started making sense.
All right. 2 attempts on this. Let's put our card down. I think this will be interesting. Yeah.
What have you bit too?
Oh.
So it's on us.
Anyone's
It's
game.
on-
You got this,
on
yeah.
you
You
guys.
You want to do it?
No, you just did it. You
Yeah.
just completed it.
All right. Okay. 2 attempts.
So we're
Nice.
flipping, catching, and then single flip.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
So we flip, catch. Oh.
There was
It hit
no
the light.
flip. It hit the
That hit
light.
The second
That hit
time.
the light, to
You
be
got-
fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So we flip, catch, and then. Flip.
So close. That was
That was
really, really
really
close.
It landed on the sucker and
You
everything.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did. I
Just
think
didn't get full contact.
Oh, I was robbed.
Well,
Oh, but if there were more suckers there, if that was a little sucker.
Yeah, bigger sucker.
so the only rule that didn't come up was if we were to bid the same number, we would go into Flipperama. Flipperama is where we keep flipping until we manage to get it to stick, and then we do it on both because we're playing as teams. We both have to perform that, and then whoever gets to do it would get. We could do that now as a tie break.
I reckon.
I think that's
done.
winner winner chicken dinner. That
Yeah.
flip
Cool.
there was
I
impressive.
Thanks.
was
We won by default.
getting into it
Yeah.
towards the end,
Okay.
but I also haven't had lunch, so it might be
Yeah.
that I'm enjoying.
It's like, I see that hot dog. I can eat that hot dog.
And I'm thinking,
I can see the context for this game.
yes, I think
It
it's.
probably involves alcohol and quite competitive young men. I'm gonna say like it's not to I don't know. I just feel like it's
I
one of
don't
those
know,
like.
yeah, it's fine. I think it's a fun family game. Fun for all the family.
I think I'd have it on the shelf, but it wouldn't get a lot of play. Maybe. Unless people were like, I've got 5 minutes.
Are you
Here
a
we
big
go.
drinker in your place? No?
Not particularly.
Other than the Diet Coke.
Do you have like the red cups and, you know,
We don't actually, although
keggers?
there are many
You're drinking
places
like out of a keg with like a tube.
Yeah, like beer pong and
Yeah.
shotgun a beer and go spring
Yeah.
break.
Normally what
That's what I
happens
think of
is-
Chance Encounters.
Yeah.
No, you
People-
got it.
That's what I
down.
think when I go to the board
Yeah.
game cafe.
That's the essence of it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of beer pong at the staff party on Monday. I will say that.
Where did you go?
It was all
Is
sorts.
it
They went
Roxy?
there.
Because you've got Roxy Lanes.
Oh, they were just.
Someone's
They just
ringing
set
the
it
doorbell
up. They
there.
just set it up as.
I know, I'm here, but
Oh,
there's
it's
someone.
triggering me as well.
There's someone. If they ring one more time, I'll go and get it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then I'll that's fine.
Cool. What would you like to play next? Oh, I was
me
just
all
gonna
them.
do it. All right. Wow.
Put it away.
You're so responsible, Lewis. There you go.
You've got to be the dad.
Yeah. So we've got Misfits, which is the stacking game, or we've got CDSK, the trivia game.
Let's play a quick round of Misfits. I really want to see because it looks so beautiful. The wooden,
It does look very
Yeah,
and
looks
it'll be a glorious thing to knock down.
So the first thing to do is take 10 of anything, as in 10 tiles, 10 cubes, or 10 things. You can only take a maximum of 3 cubes, though.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
I've just remembered.
Yes.
If people are listening to this on the podcast,
Yes.
did we ever say that we're doing this video version?
So I've just
in
assumed that
case.
this is a special one.
If you just listen through 20 minutes of us flipping a hot dog and a chicken
Yeah,
and
okay.
didn't realize there's a video version.
There's a video.
And you're like, oh my god, what do you mean? There is a video of this.
There you go.
I mean,
Just for those people.
5.
equally
1,
sort
2,
of
3,
uninspiring
4,
watching
5.
us not manage to land a chicken on its feet as it was to listen
now-
to it, probably.
Now, if you're still listening,
Set.
can you hear these lovely wooden pieces?
Oh, wow, this game looks so good.
Can you check out the finish on this one? Woo-wee.
No splinters
8.
for me.
Yeah.
9, 10.
There we go.
We're supposed to get
What's the
10
max
each.
number of these?
Three
Three.
cubes apiece.
Oh, I got 2.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm playing hard mode.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, I've got 9 as well. I couldn't
Ten.
get 10. Oh, can I have 4 cubes then?
Yes.
Thank you.
Has anyone miscounted?
Oh yeah, do you want to swap it? Do you
You
want
haven't
to swap
got.
a
You
cube?
haven't got.
Have I
Yeah.
miscounted? No, I've got.
Oh, yeah.
It's first one. Can you count to 10?
Mostly no.
Yeah.
It depends
Cool.
how much drinks we've had when we played the hot dog one.
So, who was the last one to take a piece? You, I think, technically.
Yes.
So, you're going first. Place a cube, not cube, place a piece as the only piece that can touch the table.
The only piece that can touch
The
it.
only piece that can touch the table.
That's
like to live
generous.
dangerously, I would have said there.
Okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, you could have placed it like that, and then we'd have had a bit of surface area
I could,
going
oh,
on.
no, I'm well aware of that.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Excellent.
Daff.
But
Fair.
other stuff. Okay, yeah, all right.
It's just recreating the hot dog. Wow.
Very cool.
Okay,
Very
okay,
cool.
okay.
Very nice.
This is cool already.
There we go. Oh,
Oh,
there we
wow.
go. That's a bit of a wibble going on.
Beep, 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 beep. And
I mean, this is already like you can just start playing a game. That's as much rules as you needed to know.
This is
should
already
try.
better than Jenga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, lovely move.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Daff's
just
gonna,
gonna-
Daff's gonna mess this
I
one. up.
didn't. There's not much I can do unless.
Gone very optimistic with some of your pieces. That is like you've got possibly the biggest piece in the box.
You've put a cube on top of that central.
Yeah, I think that's basically the only place any of us can really go now.
Oh yeah. Oh no, it's me now, isn't it? Oh, it's the only place you can go, eh, Steve?
Oh, nice.
All right then.
Oh.
All right. I just want to just see. There's a little hole
I think
here.
you could probably get like a circular boy in there.
You might be
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh god, I got the shake.
Oh, yeah, immediately I
Oh,
suddenly
very
realised how bad I am with dexterity games.
Can I? That's not going to work. That's absolutely not good. It's a square, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. So what?
Yeah, there's no way anyone's building on top of that triangle. Daff's gonna put something in this hole. Or gamble. Oh!
Well, now we get the next rule. You take all of those pieces, and those are now added to your hand.
Oh wow!
The whole game is
Get
to get rid, basically.
Okay, that's cool.
Sweet. Now, Lewis, would you like to play something down? I mean, probably best if Daff plays something down. Would you like to play the
No,
first
no.
piece?
Go play by the rules.
Yeah, whatever the rules were.
Okay, starting with a bit more surface area this time.
Okay. Oh, you know what? We're gonna.
A hexagon on the corner of this thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love a
okay.
hexagon.
I'd like
I
a little
see
bit. We've got a
you.
bit of leverage going on there.
I
So,
see
I'm into
you.
that.
maybe some later building.
So the bigger ones, you kind of want to get rid of your bigger boys.
Hmm.
I'm going for
Oh,
fairly,
wow.
fairly
We
sociable,
are-
sociable
what
play
is
right
that?
now.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
has changed up. Someone's seen that they could maybe win. Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what? We're gonna play less.
That
Okay.
feels like a dangerous
Alright
piece to
then.
play.
Now we're cooking with
Yeah.
fire.
I need to get rid of it, really.
Well, look, we're all getting pretty low.
Yeah.
Straight.
Ooh.
What are you
Dagger.
doing putting
The
that in
dagger.
there?
That's cool. All right, what am I gonna do here?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
That's
play.
fattest.
Right
Fine.
in there.
Very smooth.
Okay, well.
Okay. I feel like we need to get this so that no one can.
Well, I really want to if there's some way to
I know. It's
do
just
that to get the two of them. You need a little
You need to-
backstop.
Check how
asking for it.
they're quite smooth. I don't think you've got a lot of.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey.
add that to your
is
piece.
that it?
Yeah, yeah.
You carry on building.
Only
Oh,
that
do.
one.
So it's if more than 50% of the tower falls over, or the tower falls over, that's when you take all the pieces. Otherwise, you only take what fell off.
You left a loaded gun in there and walked right in front of it.
Yeah.
This is very well reinforced already.
Yes. Cool.
Perfect.
Ooh. Okay. I can try to load another one.
Oh my god, you rocked the whole table and hit the light.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna make a little. Oh no! I'm
Do
guessing
it.
I can't move something that's already there while I place mine, right?
Unclear, but I'd say no.
I would say no as well. I think that'll
How
work.
do you feel? I don't know, man. I think that's gonna.
By no gravity.
What's he like? What's going on over there? You know what? I'm just gonna retreat for a second and revisit.
Okay.
Okay.
I need
A
to just
simple square.
have a quick peek round
Yeah.
there. Okay.
That is optimistic. Oh.
Is this allowed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my days!
Oh, that
you
is-
did it.
That is going.
Wow. All right.
It's gonna be real quick on my go because I think that thing's coming off immediately.
It got back around to you.
That's fine.
Left a nice little platform for people here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he's a Rooney.
Oh my god, this thing is really unstable now.
Yeah.
Okay, I should do
an
an
easy
easy
one,
one.
but
I wanted
The tension is building. I feel like you made it more stable now.
Yeah.
You're getting like a second view on where you're placing things.
Whoa!
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine.
There we
That
go.
actually worked out quite well.
You've only got two pieces left, Rich.
Yeah, and
And
both
the
nice
easiest.
little cubes as well. Oh, he's gonna mess this one up though.
Very nice.
The
Very cool.
bravery.
Surgical.
Oh, look at that!
Just you know
bam,
what?
do it.
Rich is down to his last piece, dude.
Steve's, you're down to yours as
Yeah,
well.
but mine's not as nice a piece.
No, I've saved my cubes.
It's a good plan. Oh,
Oh yeah.
goodness gracious.
Easy.
Oh! Wait, is that? I don't think that's over 50% though.
I don't think so. So we would continue from where it's at, which makes it quite an easy place for me to do my last cube.
Oh, I didn't even get the hexagon. Well
Very
done.
nice.
There we go.
Bravo.
You provide too much of an anchor point on the bottom of this thing.
Yeah, that
here,
was
Dan.
really.
Oh, but then what? If you're not putting it on the bottom, where are you going to put it?
Yeah.
Like certainly not at the top.
Had to go big. Had to go big or go home.
Yeah,
What I love about
respect
this,
that.
what I love about this game is how beautiful the structures look. Like look at
Yeah.
that.
I know
Yeah,
they do
yeah.
look really
Cool.
cool, don't they?
It's really,
They
It
managed
looks
to
like
work
an
in
MC Escher picture or something, doesn't it?
the curves and angles and just straight up easy ones. It's yeah.
This is great. You could definitely see a posh dinner party
Mm.
with everyone wearing all of their nice dresses and their diamond jewelry and
Yeah.
suits and smoking a cigar and having a little whiskey and being like, where should I put the cigar? Where should this go? I'll place it on the end of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
jolly good boy.
Yeah, you can playing it on a glass table in front of a fireplace.
Mm.
And I do there's just a certain amount of like, there's games where you just take them out of the box and everyone's like, oh cool, yeah, right, I get it.
Straight.
You know, like just no nonsense to start it off.
Yeah.
No rules.
Everyone can play.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to like set the scene. But we played June, and it's like, all right, you put on like it's like desert music on. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, so we're all different factions.
Yeah.
We don't need to do that.
This is picture
No.
the scene. You've got hands and you can use them to stack stuff. You are doing that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Even grandma can play it, you know, especially if she's had a gin and tonic and she's
Yeah.
got steady hands.
Settle in the
Yeah. That's great.
nice.
Cool, love it. Have we got time for CDSK?
We can do a couple. We don't have to do the full game. We can do some trivia on it.
Yeah, let's do some trivia. I'm in the mood, and I'm actually really excited to put this back.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
I think we should do this as the end of the. This is really
Don't know if you can see, but it's got little. Ooh,
a little
got
guide for where
Yeah.
to put the pieces.
Yeah.
Here's what you could have won.
Because otherwise, there's. I mean,
Would've
this
been absolute pain.
doing this as a puzzle would be
Yeah.
hell, right?
Oh, so easy.
Where does this even go? Oh, here.
This here.
Goes there.
Right.
Get involved, everyone.
This is the best puzzle. Click.
Oh, that fits right in there.
Well, that takes half an hour. When we finish TI, it takes half an hour to get everything back in the box.
It doesn't ever go back either,
No,
even with all the little wooden boxes we've got for it,
We just shove it all down.
like the hot dogs.
Yeah.
I suppose we could leave this to the magic of television.
Yeah.
This is the quality you get right here.
This is the true board game experience.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this. Where does this go? Nice.
Good move, man. Playing with some real pros here.
This, I guess, squeeze.
See, you've put away a board game before.
Okay, we've got some sus.
Oh, who got it wrong? Oh no.
Some sus areas here.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, look at this. Like, where's this going?
Goes in there, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, it was perfect.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh.
We're missing a cube.
No.
There we are.
There we are. Wow.
Well
Congrats to us.
So that's
They could have fit
entertainment.
4 more little donuts holes in here, but they chose not to.
It'd be hard to get them out, though. You'd have to, like,
That's true.
chisel them out.
Thought about it. Apparently, he's a graphic designer turned board game designer, which I think is quite clear from
How's Misfits?
the box,
So-
cool.
how nice it all looks. And
Enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
I think-
this is my favourite piece.
yeah,
This
it's
piece
kind of
here.
Like
got
an elephant. Like, it looks
It
like
is-
the
it
mustard.
is like the
I got like spooky ghoul,
Yeah, that's
spooky
cute.
ghoul.
Yes.
about it.
Yeah.
Spooky ghoul energy.
Kind of, yeah.
I'd like to see what people do. Like, it feels like a kind of game that someone will take a picture of it and you'll go, "That's an incredible tower." Like, what have you done there? And every game will be different.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we've got 5 minutes then, so we can do
We can do some of these.
trivia.
A quick quiz
Oh.
to finish on.
So CDSK is built around the. Here's a question, 1 to 10. How well do you know it? So
Okay.
we could pretend that we had some stuff on there, but let's just. Do you want to pull? You can. Do you want C? Do you want? What's that? What are they?
CDSK.
So the different
It
types,
says
the
here.
different types
Here
of
we go.
question, aren't
Curious, delightful, seasoned, or knowledge?
The
Say what
curious is
kind of-
very precise or bizarre subjects.
Mm.
Delightful is movies, music, sports. Seasoned is grown-up stuff.
Sex.
Don't know what that means. Knowledge is science, nature, history, geography.
Oh, okay.
What right off the bat, what are you feeling?
I'd say knowledge just immediately got me there. I'm more
All right,
on
let's
this.
crack one out.
Oh gosh, I didn't mean.
Okay, on a scale of
You're on it.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you know famous explorers?
Oh, not good. Not good. 3.
How well do we know 'em?
4.
You want to go with the
Wow.
famous?
All right. I see.
I don't know.
Okay, well we'll do this one then.
Just wanted to-
All right, okay. In what year did Captain Cook become the first European to discover Australia? Give or take 30 years.
Give or take 30 years.
Yeah,
Captain who discovered Australia.
yeah. Captain Cook.
1777.
I was going to go late 1600s, but
Maybe it is earlier then. Maybe it is a lot earlier.
what was your original one? 1777.
Yeah.
Should we just meet in the middle at 1740 or something?
Sure. 1730. What is it?
That was a roller coaster for me because it was 1770 and you were like 1777. I was like, that's bang on the money. And then Daft
myself
talked
out
you
of
so
it.
far away. And then you were like, because it's give or take 30 years, you were like 1740. And then it moved down to 1730. I'm like, you were there.
What does it
What
say?
was it? 1740 then?
17.
So you said 1730
Okay,
as
oh
your answer.
God.
You were real close. That
Oh,
was
wow.
so 1770 was the answer. We would have accepted between 1740 and 1800.
I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay.
I'm
Wow.
that bad.
Defeat from the jaws of victory.
Wow.
0 points.
0 points.
All right.
Okay.
Ugh.
What do you want? CDSK.
D. Delightful.
I'll give you one question for the delightful.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, on a scale of 1 to how well do you know the Beatles?
I do
Come
not.
on, this is
about,
on you.
What, I mean, you're the music man.
Well, again, I'm not great on Beatles. It's a bit of a
The too poppy.
just a bit of a weakness in my
a
Knowledge.
hole in your
Yeah.
Beatles.
All right.
Go on, give us a
I
number.
know that's 2 in a row. 4.
Yeah.
4. How
Gonna
much
rely
do you
on,
know
like-
Beatles?
Rely on.
Not very.
Okay. Oh, this isn't too bad. Number 4. Finish the title of the Beatles' 8th album,
Uh-huh.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. I did a bit of David Bowie there.
Oh, wait.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. What
I thought that was the title.
Yeah, me
Band.
too.
band is the right?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
God, yeah. In my head, I was like, it's either Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Band or Lonely Hearts Club, but
Well done. You got
Yeah,
that right.
that's it.
Wow. There
4
we go.
points.
Do you want a harder one?
Yes.
sure.
Preferably not Beatles related. Is this Beatles related?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it'll still be harder.
Oh no.
We're gonna be Beatles.
Well, you took the 4 out of 10 question, you see. I
Yeah.
guess that's what we got on ours as well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who is the only member of the band to sing on Yesterday?
Ooh.
Who sings on Yesterday?
John Lennon.
It's not. It's Paul McCartney.
No, God,
Whoa, really?
It
Oh, I was thinking of Blackbird.
Yeah, there you go.
quite confidently said John Lennon though. Do you like that?
Very confident.
That's what I know.
No doubt in my mind.
It was a coin flip, really. Wasn't
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be the
It
other.
wasn't gonna be Ringo.
Cool, interesting little game. I like the idea of you can. I don't know what the game is, but I assume bidding for
So what will happen is you've got this
beating who is the
little
most
track over
knowledgeable.
here.
Oh,
and
right.
So what will wherever you land, a bit like
Trivial Pursuit.
articulate maybe. So you basically wherever you land on it, you will do that one. So let's say you start on C, and then you say 4, which means that if you get it right, you move forwards 4. If you're doing a 10 and you get
see.
10 right, you go through 10.
What would be the 10 question on the beat?
Whoa! Oh gosh.
Who was the only musician to ever receive label billing on an official Beatles release?
Easy.
Yeah, that's a bit
It
easy,
was
that one.
Billy Preston on Get Back. That is hard.
Who is? I don't know who Billy Preston is.
No.
Big BP. You never heard of him?
Oh, Big BP.
Big BP.
Yeah, I know.
Just
Big
like a
beef.
mega Beatles fan would get that though.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Surely.
that's kind of cool. And then
Yeah.
if you've got 10 points, I mean, you'll cover around the board.
Yeah, so then what will happen is everyone gets stuck on the hurry up and win, at which point they have some extra ones. So
Oh.
all of these cards, which are random, basically. Not random, but they're like order the shows based on how many seasons they have from most to least. Breaking Bad, Supernatural, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Friends.
Oh my god.
And this would be to win. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it. What do you reckon?
So, well, Friends got like what?
You get bonus
12
points
seasons?
What were they?
if you say
what was it?
exactly how many
Friends.
there are.
Buffy.
So Breaking Bad's got like 5 seasons, maybe 6.
Yeah.
Buffy-
Supernatural.
So Supernatural's like 12 or 13 seasons.
I've no idea about Buffy. Yeah, Friends is.
I think
Friends,
Buffy has like maybe 7, maybe 8.
What Friends?
Buffy.
Oh, Buffy. I have no idea.
Friends
It's been-
is it 8 or 9 or 12?
Friends. I think 11. From
So the lowest is Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Second will be Buffy, then Friends,
Then
then Supernatural.
Yeah.
Nailed it. You almost nailed like the actual number of seasons as well. You were pretty close on a bunch of them.
Oh,
so
man.
Well,
there you
Breaking
go.
Bad is 6, right?
Breaking Bad's 5,
Okay.
7
Very
for
good.
Buffy, 10 for Friends, 15 for Supernatural.
Nice. Hey, we won. Well done.
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Woo!
Oh, that felt good. I love
Well-
the quiz.
There you go. So these are some of the games that we might talk about on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this. If you like us, then we have a bunch of seasons up on the Game Night channel. So there's 2 there. Or you can hear it in audio version as well. That's on wherever you enjoy your listening to podcasts, really. We're everywhere. And then there's also a season 3, if you didn't know about it. Season 3 is on our YouTube channel, which is the Chance Encounters podcast channel. And then season 4 will be coming. So
I'm glad. It's my
Yeah.
favorite podcast.
Give it a listen. Part of the Pickaxe network.
Thank you for inviting me and Daff.
Thank you for
And
coming
thank
on.
you for playing
That was
these
great.
games with us.
Yeah.
Fun.
For finally letting me on this.
You're not welcome back.
Sorry.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. And we will hopefully see you again. Hear me again. Thanks.
Yeah, it's the ending Pickaxe week, so thanks everyone.
That's great.
Goodbye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.